Hello everyone, welcome on back to Zielonka. So first things first, we're going to be having a worker work on this field. I don't know how much or anything, but I'm going to have the class do it, because they'll need to do the ridges with the class. It's the only tractor that really has the power for it. I know episode 1 I did mention I was going to try to use the ridger before disking to see if it would work. It doesn't work. So that kind of answers the question. Now we have quite a bit of preserved food here. A couple pallets of carrots and parsnips. Not sure how much money that is. It looks like a lot. There is still almost 2 more pallets in the factory still to spawn in a little bit. So where did I put the truck? It's over here. Well, we can at least get started with that. Now, I did mention last time we were talking about the potato field over there, if we should get it. Like, you know, should we be trying to get the chip factory and stuff? The chip factory does, now 100% I know this now, need oil. So we'll either need sunflowers or canola oil or just olive oil. So that's a lot of money, obviously, with the factory and everything. But I think long term it would be best if we bought this now. We can buy it, store it. As far as I know, we should be able to store it in our... Yeah, we can store it in our silo. When we need it, it'll be there. But we'll gain a field, we'll gain some land, and we won't have to spend as much money in the future of renting or buying a planter for it. Instead, we just, we can just rent the harvester. We get probably a decent amount, I would imagine. But before I forget, I'm going to buy that. That is $40,000. A lot of money. I know I said I was going to buy 47 first. But I think, what is in 47 right now? That's sugar beets again? Didn't they just have sugar beets in there? We do need to have, get this sprayed and fertilized a second time. This field here. See, there's weeds now. We can either use a hoe or spray it. We can take a very full load down to the train station. I would imagine that's gonna be where it's highest at. Even gotta load some up in the truck just to be safe that we'll have enough room. Yeah, and of course with those like potatoes, the oil factory is a decent amount of money. It's like $100,000. So it just increases the cost to even get to that point. It just kind of make me think that might be one of the last productions we end up doing. You know, a soup factory, we just need the soup factory and then we're good. I guess even the piano factory would need more than one production, but you can get a sawmill a lot cheaper. Alright, so the last 2 pallets. By the time we get back, we should be able to just switch the class out to the ridger and be fine after that. The drill I don't think takes much, the vegetable planter. So that could probably be done even with the Zeter, honestly. No, we haven't really did much with the Zeter for much work, but it's still there. Ooh, I must have hit those eggs at some point, so they're a little, well, not nicely put on there. I would say if they're a good price, I'd just sell them now, but they're not. It should be quite a bit here. There's 28,000 total liters. And they're over 2,000 a piece, about 2,500. And we will drop the tailgate on this. Oh, I suppose we gotta unstrap everything. Ooh, it's a kilometer away, so it'll be a little bit. Alright, so they are all loaded up. Go back up to the engine and we can take off. Of course, make sure and just hit the strap button up here as well. Hopefully they're all strapped down, just in case I missed any. I gotta take a look in those woods. There's a cabin there. Little cabin type thing. Be interesting if something is in there or not. Not too far from where it's gonna kick us out now. Then the train will go off without us, and we'll have to watch our crop sell for us. So $76,000. Actually, 74. I'm gonna just go up to this one cabin I saw on the way. If I get $5,000 from a apple, then it'll be worth it. No apples. It would be a good spot to hide them, because really nobody's gonna look for those. They're gonna be in the middle of the woods. Let's grab this. I think the only really interesting part is if we can keep up with the trailer. If we're doing 2 harvests with 1 trailer, that's a lot of going back and forth. If I can't, then I'm sure I can rent a trailer or something. I prefer not to buy one. Like, our main thing should be right now is, you know, moving towards some productions and stuff. I did look at buying that little piece right across from us. That's fairly flat, and I think it's like 10 grand. Right there. 11 grand. So 21 is open area 2. I was just looking if there's any areas with some nice flat land that wouldn't be too bad to maybe put a production there in the future. And right across from us, there's trees and everything. So maybe a sawmill or something. A little bit off. Here, we'll have a worker do that. And we'll grab the harvester. We shouldn't need the header trailer, really. Unless we're going a ways from us, I don't think we really need to worry about it. I think we'll probably do this first one right next to us first. It's the closest of the two. And then the next time we'll probably put the same or similar type crop for growth length in them. Probably the same crop, really. Not sure what. Maybe canola if we're gonna need some oil for potato chips. Yeah, you see this open area right here. We now own. You can probably put a couple productions right there. We'll have a worker do that. So we'll have a worker do that. And let's look at the potato situation. So I think our main options are probably this with this attachment, or this, either one I think would work. Or the big boy. This is a 22,000 liter capacity. Yeah, let's lease it. That's a lot of money, I know. I feel like it would probably go a little bit faster this way. And it has a bigger capacity. So that would be nice if we're trying to go back and forth with one trailer. Imagine just going for a stroll and it's just this big machine is right behind you. Just unfold it. I didn't even see where it would keep the capacity. Oh, probably in that back. This thing seems very, there's a lot of things going on. That's what it looks like. Yeah, this field will take a while for this, obviously. It's definitely not small in any way of the imagination. But I think we can put, a different, like probably cereal crop in here. And we gain land for productions. Now, one thing I haven't decided is if we buy that piece right across from us, there's trees and everything. Do we then buy a sawmill, or do we just go with that wood production greenhouse? As far as I can tell, it can produce wood, which then you can turn right into planks, right in the same mod, which would be kind of nice. Would be something different, and I don't know if we'd really get a chance to use that. Really, I don't know when else we'd be able to use that mod. I'm sure there's going to be times where it's like, oh, that would be nice, but yeah, so we're 28% full. So this should actually go a decent amount through until we have to unload. Not sure how the combine is doing over there. Quickly check, 36% full. Well, I'm gonna do a time lapse, so we'll work on this for a while. Probably end up grabbing the trailer at some point, maybe emptying the harvester and this harvester. Yeah, I will talk to everyone once the... Wait. Hold on a minute. I saw that at the corner of my eye. That was a good hiding spot. So 46 more apples. So I will talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Hold on, it's getting too much. So long, but don't start to rush. Take your time, clear your mind. You're worrying enough. Don't make it too tough. Oh, made it.
Well, it's not going in here. That's a bit concerning. Make sure we're on the trailer too. It says potatoes are not accepted here. I couldn't get it in the ad either, but my thought is usually this means it's accepted in there, right? In the past, that's usually what it meant. So it's a long way down there, but I think we're gonna just have to buy the potato processor now. Mainly just to store. That really hurt us financially there. But we'll mainly just end up storing stuff. Hopefully it has a large capacity. But we'll go ahead and deactivate those. Well, they've covered a decent amount of ground over there. I'm sure they're probably almost full a second time, though. That is unfortunate. I was not planning on spending $120,000 on a production that we really can't do anything about. I guess I was wrong on my assumption of if it shows, then it's fine. We'll grab the planter with this. And we can at least get this planted over here. The class is a lot more powerful, so it's a little bit faster. Should be able to make that trip a lot quicker. So that is unfortunate. I'm sure somebody was watching thinking, what the heck is he planning on doing? That does not... That's not what it means. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. At least we can put the soybeans in there, I would think. That does make me think, like, we have too much for carrots or anything. It's probably not going to go in there either. Usually, I think if you go up to it and act like you're trying to get something from it, it'll show you everything that's accepted. Obviously, I couldn't try that now. I had potatoes in my trailer, so... I suppose the potato harvester is almost full again. Well, I'll start back up a time lapse. We'll get those two all cleared up, and we can probably continue on harvesting. I'll talk to everyone in a bit once the time lapse is done. Alright, so we're just working on this potato harvest here. I'm trying to finish this today. That's obviously a rental cost is not cheap. Now, I did just see that is empty right now. Yeah, I really don't know why some of it has like leaves and stuff on it. I don't know. It all shows it's been grown or is growing even in those spots. Unless something looks different here, I would just call it fine. Looks fine. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. Some visual thing. We do need to buy a bag of seed. I didn't expect this to run out. I don't think it ran out the first time. I don't really remember either. It's been a little bit. I am going to check in between zones and just try to take stuff out from the silo, and then usually it'll tell you what is allowed in it. I remember that because that's actually how on Survival Challenge I learned it could take lettuce. At least that one could. Yeah, I don't know. It's only like the center section of it. Really doesn't make any sense to me. And I doubt it's the plant sticking out because it's a seed. Wouldn't be that much there. A lot of this is just going to be trying to clean this up. How many potatoes do we have now? We have over 44,000 in there. Takes 100 for 30 liters of chips. So we'll see how long they last. But at the same time, my goal is just to try them all. If we get to a point where it's like, well, I need to focus on doing the other productions, I could sell this one. We wouldn't get all the money back. And we'd still be able to do the potato chips then. It's just now about making the money to buy everything else for it. We could plant the canola next time if we wanted. Or I could do that olive production greenhouse thing. That would allow us to make a lot of olives. I think it would have been cool if they didn't just have like potato chips. They could have had corn chips in there too. That way it wasn't just, potatoes you'd have to do. I know there's a lot of people who do not like doing potatoes. It's fair, it's kind of slow. It's not a super big width. Probably about, four rows. Well, all you can do. I know. I don't know. I've always found like sugar beets and that kind of stuff. I've always enjoyed those harvests. Yeah, it's can't do as much at a time as a big combine harvester, but there's something about these massive machines. I don't know. They're obviously very big, especially even compared to just a combine harvester. And just imagine all the things that it has to do. It has to dig them out of the ground, tear out all the leaves and everything, get them cleaned up and put them in the back chute. It's quite a bit of work. But yeah, I think corn chips would have been interesting if they had that in there. It was a missed opportunity. That's what I'll call it. Because they already made the production. They'll just add one thing. Especially when it kind of seemed kind of random. They added a potato chip factory and a thing about vegetables. I mean, I guess potatoes is a vegetable, but kind of just seemed random when you figure all the other stuff, and all of a sudden they put a little bit more, push on potatoes. Because I'll be honest, if I had a choice between a potato chip or a corn chip factory, I would be taking the corn chip factory. Corn is so much easier and cheaper. You already got, the harvester for that. Not going to cost you 3 arms and a leg to buy. Try to get all that we can. Sure, it won't amount to much, but everything counts. Gotta try and pay for this harvester somehow. Ooh, we're probably gonna have to take this down to the processor. It looks like it's full. We'll be at, what, 70, 80,000 liters of potatoes in there. That would get us through a lot. Would it be enough to actually turn a profit? Once you figure in the rental of the harvester and buying the production and the oil mill and the seeding and all that for canola or whatever it may be. I haven't decided. Canola would not be a bad choice, because that would give us 12 months to try and make up enough money to buy the oil mill. Which should only be a couple months, though, if we keep selling the preserved foods. $100,000 won't take too long if we're making 70,000 from selling those. All right, let's see how much more is in there. I don't think there'll be that much. 10,000 liters, maybe? The answer is 7,000. Let's return that before we get any more fees or anything, which actually we didn't hit an hour on it. So that would have saved us some money. We'll have to get this all tilled up next time. Get it re-drilled. Don't know what we'll put in, though. Alright, so we can get this put in. It is kind of unfortunate that we have a $100,000 thing we can't really do much with. 80,000 liters of potatoes. That would get us a decent amount for potato chips. Not that much, though, really. The production cost is the least if you're using the one with olive oil. I'm assuming it's kind of to make everything kind of make about the same profit. Well, that is everything for today. So I'll get everything, squared away, put away. Obviously, there's combine that's full and planter that's kind of, waiting for its next thing to do. Yeah, I will talk to everyone in the next video. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.